The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
What's the fuss?
That went directly into my eyeball.
Awesome. COVID beer eyes.
Oh, is that what that is?
224.
You gotta watch out for that.
Yeah, you do. 224, guys. What's Fuss Podcast? How's everybody doing today, first of all?
I am okay. You look normal and fine.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's unattractive, but that's fine.
John looks a little emo.
John looks a little down. John's very sad boy today.
Like, why are we even living?
Oh, my
What
God.
are we going? What are we working towards?
Oh, God.
Right now, we're working towards the podcast.
John's very existential today.
Yes, he is. Well, my name's Rocky Soga. I'm the host of the show. And with me, as always, is my very emo producer, John Hannon.
It's the weekend, but it feels like a Monday.
Boo-hoo.
And we have Chris Pizza Peisenberg Coleman here.
What up? I wanted to go 90s too. I have a new Found Glory shirt.
Yeah, I have the Dare shirt going on. But
love
I
that
wear
one.
this all the time.
I love that one.
And John's rocking the Manson.
Yeah. Classic, old school.
Are you just like hating your life today or something,
Emo,
man?
question everything.
I just don't understand the purpose of any of this anymore.
You're like one of those South Park kids.
Oh my God, the emos.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the hair in his eye. Every
Told
now
my
and then
mom
you
to
gotta,
like shut up.
you have to like shake the hair out of your eye with your head. You can't touch it with your hands.
Do I have to be like this the whole show?
No, you don't have to.
Okay, this is gonna be hard as
man.
fuck. Okay.
No, you can do whatever you want to. I just thought it would be funny to do 90s today.
And it's more of a service to the video.
Yeah, I guess so. If you're
Then
not
the audio.
watching YouTube, then none of this even makes sense.
Nope.
My hair is like curtains right now.
We straightened his hair,
Yeah.
which was hilarious.
And
So
then we put a hat on it, so you can't really tell as much.
it felt like we got like a homeless man in here, and we're trying to give him like a makeover sort of thing. Only he just picked the most goth shit in the closet.
It's exactly what it looked like when I took pictures of you guys in the bathroom doing it, which I'll post on the What's the Fuss podcast group
Oh,
page.
my dirty ass bathroom.
And then, but yeah, it definitely gave that impression. And normally, John would smell also like a homeless man had he been getting off work. But today,
Yes.
good and clein, didn't have that
I
issue.
stopped wearing deodorant lately. Not for like any other reason than like I haven't been going a lot of places. It's really hot outside, but I just take a shower when I get back in, and like I don't know. I caught myself the other day. I went out and I totally wasn't wearing deodorant. And I was like, wow, I smell like shit.
Yeah, and you probably, I like it more for antiperspirant purposes than.
See, I don't get the antiperspirant stuff. That's not good for you.
I know it's not, but oh man, when I get sweaty pits, it just bothers the shit out of me. I use really good antiperspirant, and I don't tend to sweat a whole lot in my armpits.
Yeah, most of
We're
the time.
all gonna die in
Yes.
a fiery pit of death.
We're gonna
anyway.
die from aluminum
in an
soaking in
armpit.
through my armpit.
Yeah.
Is that how that works?
That's what they say. That is what, like aluminum and magnesium or
I have
something
no
that is
idea.
in that makes that's bad for you.
You gotta wear deodorant, bro.
I know. I believe me. I'm not like proud of myself or anything.
You could
like,
wear that Tom's All Natural bullshit that the hippies wear. Probably they wear that in like Seattle, Portland,
Nerd.
maybe Portland.
Portland. Yeah, a lot
Possibly.
of stuff going on there. I don't know if any of those people are wearing deodorant. They could be though. Who knows?
Probably not focused on that.
I don't know. Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, I just wanted to do a little. I miss the '90s. I really do. I even watched not a documentary, but like life in the '90s. I just wanted to like look at stuff, just looking at old cars.
I love looking back into that even the 80s too, but the 90s was like my heyday. That was my teens. I was
Yeah.
10 to 20
I was gonna say,
directly in the
that
90s.
was the sweet spot for
So
you guys.
That was
Yeah.
definitely it for me.
For me, I was a kid.
Yeah. How you're how old are you now?
27, so 92.
Yeah, he was born in the 90s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow, man, dude, to that guy's butthole.
To John's youth. But yet he's still so sad. That explains his sadness though, because he's, the younger generation, they're fucked up.
When I was 27, I had been on probation for 2 years.
Okay.
That was horrible. Okay. Do you even remember the fucking '90s? What was your favorite cartoon from?
From the 90s?
Yeah.
I really liked Hey Arnold, surprisingly.
Hey Arnold was good.
That was a good one. I was past it, but I remember that being on. I wasn't a huge fan.
When
but,
that was going on, you were a little old, huh?
I mean, I was 11 when John was born. So
Jesus Christ.
yeah, I was like a teen when Hey Arnold was out, and then probably into my 20s. So I certainly wasn't watching it, but I was aware of it. I remember flipping through and seeing PBS and be like, "Hey, the football head guy." And there was the girl with the. I would stop because the girl was funny. She had a unibrow. She was like
Yeah,
blonde Frida
Helga.
Kahlo. Yeah, Helga.
Helga, she was a bitch.
And she was a bitch. Absolutely.
I was
They
watching.
have-
I was watching Mr. Rogers in his later years.
Oh wow.
Oh, well,
yeah, that was.
I was a
but
kid.
I feel like that was still reruns. He wasn't still doing the show. Though, was he?
Maybe not.
Yeah. But
Did they have color TV when you were?
color TV all throughout, but I do remember, I think we've said it before on one of the shows, I don't know, but remember changing the channel with like a click, click, click. Or we did have a remote, but it was like the size of this phone and way thicker, three times as thick.
I remember
And it
those.
was like click, click when you push the buttons on it.
I was my aunt's remote.
It said like Zenith on it, fucking huge.
And the big ass antennas coming out of the top of the TV.
With
Oh,
a
yeah.
circle on the top, and then 2 rabbit ears, we called them. You put foil around them if you were fancy.
Dude, you remember those huge TVs that like you needed like several people to carry?
Console TVs. Yeah.
And it also served almost like a table. Like you put stuff on top of it or whatever.
Decorate the shit out of it,
Yeah.
put like knickknacks on it or whatever. And then when that TV breaks, you get a smaller TV that you put on top of that TV.
Yes, that's exactly what you had to do.
That's iconically what it's been known for.
Have you watched F is for Family, either of you?
Oh, yeah. I love that show.
So good.
An episode or two.
The first episode, one of the kids in the family, he like destroys a major TV like that by putting a magnet on it. And just fucking the whole thing up. Yeah.
Really? Okay. I didn't see that one.
It's pretty gnarly.
I don't know, man. I like Bill Burr, but I don't know. I can't get into any shows he's voicing. I don't know why. I can watch his stand-up, but...
I like Bill Burr a lot. I like Bill, but I can't get with Burt Kreischer. I'm sorry, guys. I can't.
Kind of the same. Like, after The Machine, it was just so overplayed and played out. Like, I like Burt Kreischer. He's a funny guy, but he's just like, he's not one of my favorites.
That's definitely the unpopular opinion for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Do you like him?
I take it or leave it. You know, I don't like go out of my way to look at his videos or his stand-up or anything like that.
Right.
I got into a phase where I was like listening to all of his shit, even his podcasts, and like I was watching his stand-up and stuff like that. And then one day I just couldn't take another bite.
Kind of similar for me with Dan Cummins. Like, I used to listen to his podcast, and then I just totally fell off. And it's like I don't know. I just can't. It became unlistenable for me.
What's
I do
it
not
about?
know why. On every episode, at least back then, he would delve really deep into like one subject, and it would be like a time suck. Like, he would get into a subject and it would suck all his time away, and then he would talk about it for an hour, 2 hours on the show. A lot of research, a lot of background stories, very informative. And the guy's funny, so it was funny too, but I don't know. I do not know what taste bud he hit that I didn't like, and I fell off and never went back.
Yeah. I wish I could get into more podcasts. I tried Crime and Sports, but I just, after a while, I can't do it. And then I was on the Scrubs too for a while.
Yeah.
I can't do it anymore.
I
get weird.
We talked about why you fell off of that one. I feel like if you get past that,
wasn't
it's
even
back
that,
to good. It's back to good. They're back. That's a great show. I still love it.
Yeah, I just like, and I mean, I like listening to stuff when I'm like, either cleaning up or doing, which I obviously don't do a ton if you can look around. But like,
Kitchen looks good though.
In the car or wherever I'm going, I like having stuff going. But normally it's music that I used to listen to in the fucking 90s. I'll put Newfound Glory on any day. Marilyn Manson too.
Yep.
Yeah, it's usually circumstantial. Like,
Yeah.
if you have the time to listen to podcasts, or if like you're going on long drives, but if you don't really have the opportunity or it doesn't present itself, you're most likely going to watch TV instead of listening to podcasts.
Do you have time to listen at work while you're working?
Not really.
No.
I mean,
He
I
totally
do.
could though. I've worked with the guy. I listen to more shit out there working with him than anywhere ever, because there's less real talking involved in shit. Like in the kitchen, I listen, but every now and then I have to stop it and start it to communicate with
It just
people.
like slows down production, and sometimes I just want to get the shit done.
Yeah.
So I just don't even
I feel
bother.
like I don't know. I feel like it speeds it up. Like once you have something you want to listen to, you have to stop and find what you want. But once you find that and get it playing, it's like, I don't know, just go with it. And then like, music is a motivator, or listening to podcasts, whatever it is for you. But I don't know.
When I was doing construction a lot, music definitely helped, but like podcasts, I think you're like, it would slow. And also, if you're working, you can't really pay attention. Like, you don't know, because like everybody starts laughing. You go, whoa, I don't know, and then you're rewinding.
Sometimes it's just kind of. Well, sometimes I just tell myself, well, I just I guess I missed out on whatever that was because I was focused on something else.
I got to get back. I got to rewind it. I got to see what the fuck everybody. I need to know what everybody's talking about.
Yeah, because your thoughts like overpower like what they're talking about. So you're like, it's on, but you're not listening.
It's like on in the background, even though it's in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're right. Sometimes you're just like, I can be listening to something and thinking about something else, like daydreaming
for
almost,
sure.
like not in a good way, not double tasking by any means. One thing definitely suffers.
No, just like fading off. As I feel like everybody tends
Maybe
to do
that's
that.
just my ADD. You think that's what that is?
I feel like it is, but everybody has it. I feel like to a certain level. I feel like anybody could. That's why they call it background noise. You can put on a show, a talk show, or music, and just have it playing, and you just go on about your day, not necessarily be cognitive of what they're saying.
So is there any truth to the like whatever you're listening to in your sleep, you like learn or start to adapt?
They say that, but I've never really tested it enough
That's what I'm saying,
myself. But I've always been interested. Like, does that fucking help?
I always leave shows on, comedy shows
Right.
on in the background, and I wonder, does that like affect me in some way?
I tried listening to like positive affirmations at night, like you are like they always have this weird cadence.
Never
like,
listen to them. They're pointless.
I was trying to like life. Damn it.
You are good.
Damn it, Emo John.
It will
smart.
fail.
Everyone likes you.
It's stuff like that kind of.
Stuart
like,
Smelly shit.
Yeah.
With like a waterfall
And
in the
gosh
background.
darn it, people
like
me.
you.
Yeah, they'll have like a harp playing or something like that, you know, raining on a canopy or something like that.
Fucking rainforest rainfall.
Yeah,
Put
and
you right to sleep.
Dude, sometimes they'll like, so I don't know if that's helping me at night or whatever. I would like to try to maybe like learn Spanish that way or something.
I was thinking similar. Like maybe it's not going to teach you Spanish. You're not going to like wake up fluent after a year. But I feel like
After
just
a
it being
couple.
beat into the back of your head, your subconscious, like maybe that when you start learning it actively, it'll fire off some things in there that got put in there by subconscious
Just
listening.
pop on a tape of Rosetta Stone.
Not a bad idea.
Well,
I mean,
It
it's a good
can't hurt.
experiment.
That's what I'm saying. You'd still have to learn it, but maybe you'll learn it much quicker. You'll
What if
understand
you-
it a little more.
What if you wake up like in Dexter's laboratory and you can only say one thing in Spanish and you forget English altogether? That's what happened to him. He tried to learn French or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
And then so
What was the phrase? I remember
Omelette du fromage.
Where's the cheese or something?
Who cut the cheese?
Who cut the cheese?
No, that's qui a coupé le fromage.
Oh, wow,
I
good
learned
job.
that from Freakazoid.
I learned that from sleeping and listening to French overnight.
Dude, Freakazoid was a really good 90s cartoon.
Freakazoid was good. I like that you mentioned Dexter's Laboratory because
love
I feel
Dexter's
like I was a
Lab.
little old. Maybe I think my kid watched it, but that was one that I could watch with her because I was like, "Oh, this is
Yeah.
fucking funny."
It's not the kiddiest cartoon, but it's also, I mean...
I didn't really lean too much towards the Cartoon Network
Oh,
side.
I loved Cartoon Network.
Johnny
See,
Bravo
like,
was fucking ridiculously
Johnny Bravo was
stupid.
funny. And I really like Space Ghost Coast to Coast. That
Oh
was one of my
God,
favorites.
dude.
I really like that.
That was more for adults for sure
Oh,
because
yeah.
of the
It
humor
was
is
late
so
night.
dry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ed, and Eddie
so
was
good.
over there, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ed, and Eddie was another one. I couldn't get with that. They were too much like me. I was like, I don't want to watch people that are like me. I want to watch someone cool.
That was one my kid liked that I could watch. I didn't hate it. I was like, okay, let's watch some Ed and Eddie. It's not terrible.
My favorite was always earlier in when I was a kid, I liked like Rugrats and Doug and stuff like that. I gotta say though, the best show on Nickelodeon in the 90s was All That.
Oh, yeah.
It's a really good one.
That was kind of ahead of
I think you were a little too old. I think you were a little too young.
Here's the thing. I remember it happening, and I tried to get into it as much as I could because I was a little too old because I remember Keenan and shit. I remember Keenan when he went to Saturday Night Live, but I remember it oddly enough as like, oh, it's like a kid's version of Saturday Night Live. It's sketch comedy, you know? And it's like on a kid's network. I love the idea of it, and I watched it. It was some of the themes were a little too young, but some of them are hilarious
'cause
across
they
the board.
they did a
and
few
it was
of
a good
those.
show with talented ass kids.
And like the Amanda Show was the same idea, just centered
spin-off.
around.
Thank you,
yeah.
please. And my kid loved that. I was so annoyed by
The
it.
Dancing Lobsters. That chick turned into a fucking weirdo.
She got mega hot and then mega fucking crazy.
She has like tattoos on her face and shit now.
She went
It was like
off
that
the
Britney
deep end,
Spears
bro.
sort of thing.
And then
where-
never came back though. I feel like she just went over the edge and just never like Britney Spears reels it in occasionally.
I thought she was in a sitcom when she was like older, like just not even that long ago.
No, I don't think so. I think she's been rough. The last I heard was within the last probably 3-4 years, and she was like tweeting. It was more Twitter. It's always Twitter stuff with her, and she's tweeting crazy, weird, random, out of left field conspiracy stuff, and just out of nowhere, and posting videos of herself acting very strange.
Yeah.
I thought she was
See?
in a sitcom where she was slowly starting to get her shit together, but maybe she fell off again.
You know what? I'm looking her up right now, and it's not looking great. I remember hearing something from
Talking about Amanda Bynes.
Amanda Bynes. Yeah, I remember hearing something about how she was getting better or whatever. But this looks like a shit show. Whatever I'm looking at is not super pretty.
Okay.
And
Are you
I
looking
mean,
at images or just
I'm
stories?
looking at
A little bit of both?
it's all rant, mental health updates.
Oh my god,
controversial.
is that her with the nose ring?
Let me see.
And
her.
like
I told you she didn't
You know,
look good. The
you know
last
what's
time I
funny?
saw her.
I'm talking shit about people with nose rings and tattoos and
Yeah,
shit
she
like
does not
that. And
look good.
meanwhile,
See, and that other photo, the comparative photo,
Yeah.
she's so hot right there. She was
Yeah.
one of the most beautiful women I thought in Hollywood.
I kind of
And
liked it
then
when she looked like a boy.
she went fucking ape shit.
She was a
crazy.
little androgynous there, like Miley Cyrus for a little bit.
Oh,
and
yeah?
I was digging it.
I
yeah.
don't, not even aware
She
of that.
did this movie called "She's the Man."
Yeah, I remember that. She dressed
Yeah.
kind of like a dude, right?
Yeah,
like a
I
boy?
wanted to bang her. I
Only
did,
when she
dude.
was dressed like a man, though.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. It's a very confusing
weird.
time for me. I don't
Weird.
know. Yeah, this is weird. I was learning a lot about myself that summer.
A lot of discoveries being made.
Was the summer in 99?
What were you doing in '99? Do you remember what you were doing in 1999?
Kind of, yeah. That was the year I was due to graduate high school. I remember my whole career in school. My mom was like, "You're going to graduate in 99. They're probably going to play Prince when you walk across the stage." Fucking.
Why the
party
fuck
like it's
would they do
19
that?
Exactly, because that was so long before. But yeah,
Like,
I-
let's be honest. They're probably going to play Limp Bizkit.
in 99, I was I was.
bad joke, I'm
Oh no,
sorry.
no, no. I was. Oh my bad.
I suck.
Fit it in. Late with the dings once again, folks.
Yeah,
99, I was 18, turning 19. So I was starting a young family. At the very beginnings.
See,
on 19.
I was focused on playing football at recess in middle school and my Pokemon career.
I was banging. I was losing my virginity, getting a
Broads?
tattoo.
I thought you were gonna say
Well,
broads.
broads, but I was losing my virginity and getting my first tattoos, and yeah, it was a weird year. And I had moved back in with my mom. I'd moved out when I was like 17, stayed gone for a while, and I moved back in for a little while, and then I'd moved out once again, and I was
You
I was
lost your
starting
virginity
again
when you were 18.
yeah, 17.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, I lost mine when I was 14, and I'm admitting that was way young.
It was good that like
I wanted to lose it when I was 14. Don't get me wrong.
that huge like AIDS epidemic, like it started to chill out a
yeah,
little bit
Are you
around.
saying that I have AIDS?
You may?
No, you were a little later than me, but
Coleman's old enough to have AIDS.
no, okay, so AIDS was like definitely while I was a teenager. AIDS was, I was 10 in 90 and 20 in 2000. So the whole 90s, like I could have easily been having sex after I was 14, 15. But the whole thing was like, definitely, it was like a be careful, wrap it up. That whole campaign was going on at that time.
Yeah, that was fucking, talk about pandemics. That's a scary one too, because
Magic Johnson, I think, got it in the early 90s. So that had just happened.
I'm not going to say his name, but I have a very good friend of mine who
Magic Johnson.
I'm very good friends with Magic Johnson. We hang out all the time. But I have a friend of mine.
I'm not going to say his name. Let's say it's Irving.
who was
Irving.
recently diagnosed with like HIV.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. He was dating a sex worker.
Okay.
I think.
You've mentioned this guy before.
I think. I know
Girl,
that it's not
whatever.
No,
You've
it's a
mentioned
guy.
this person before.
It's a
The dating the sex worker person.
I think prostitute is a much nicer word than it sounds nicer than sex worker.
I guess it's like calling you a cook or a restaurant worker, right? Like
Sex worker sounds different from that. Sounds like you have like a hard hat on and like a shovel.
you like OSHA's there to make sure your labia
Just
are
because
meeting
workers
code.
makes it sound bad.
There's like tit and prostitute, which kind of
Prostit?
devalues the word.
And
prostitute.
No, I just feel like prostitute has a bad connotation to it. Or traditionally it has. Whether
I don't think
people
it's a bad
still
thing to
look
be a
at
prostitute.
It,
Oh,
well,
it's people. Yeah, people.
For me,
but people are gonna look,
society.
dude. You're not gonna call it sex workers, and then people are gonna think it's different. But, like like they whoever they are that feel bad that this is a bad thing.
Right. The
they
social
are
justice
gonna
warriors. They're there to save the world
I'm
from
thinking
ourselves.
like old staunch Republicans and shit like that. They don't like that stuff, and it's kind of like it's unchristian.
Yeah, it definitely goes against Christian values, but most people nowadays, not most people, but it's kind of like marijuana where it's like, it's kind of trending, I think, more towards, personal preferences and consent. Are you a consensual sex worker, prostitute? Is that what you want to do for a living?
See, sex worker makes it sound like a trafficked person.
I guess.
like
kind of.
against your
Like
will.
you're forced into it.
I prefer sex worker, but I think it's like because of like the tit toot part of it. Like
Tit-toot,
it
tit-toot.
just sounds like a stupid word.
If-
Prostitute.
Oh my God, because some in the 80s you would do toots
Do you
off
imagine
their tits.
farting
You
out of
would,
your
dude.
titties?
Dude, titty farts are the
Oh,
worst.
yeah,
man.
farting on their titties.
Little
Some
tit toots.
I bet there's a girl out there that can do that. Like,
Jinx, you owe me a tit toot.
I bet there's a girl out there that can do that, kind of like an armpit, but with her boob, like make a fart.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I mean, so if it's the nicer thing to say, I'll play along and I'll say it. But it sounds much worse. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it out there. I mean, like, I'm not gonna call someone to their face like you're a hooker. Like I call my friends hookers all the time.
Yeah, but you wouldn't say that as that's someone's job.
Like
that was their
if I
job.
knew someone
She's
who did that
hooker.
for a living,
Right.
Like it seems like prostitute almost sounds like high class. Like you call them up and they come to the door and they've got a nice dress on.
I think normally they call those call girls.
Okay.
I feel like that's another word they've used to pretty up prostitutes.
or escorts.
See,
Or, yeah, escorts. There you
that's
go.
the
That's
fancy
better than
one.
call girl.
Escort, I was under the impression. Now I've never gotten one. I was under the impression that escorts it was not really supposed to lead to sex at the end of the night. It was to escort. You were supposed to have some arm candy at a dinner or
That may be how it started, but
Like
I
a
feel like that's one of those things that's like, the massage parlors, you're just supposed to get massaged.
feel like everybody's
They're
got a
just
price.
sweeping it under the rug by saying
Yeah,
escort.
I think escort kind of focuses on the image part of it more.
Right.
Like go to this party with me or this function that we have to go to play off that I have a girlfriend. But yeah, I
It's
think
almost like hiring a model.
I think
to
there's
hang out
fucking.
with. But I feel like, and a lot of them, even though they might say, "Oh, there's no sex. I'll just go to a party and look pretty on your arm." But I feel like at the end, or through the night, maybe the guy's like he's charming and/or has a lot of money, and he's offering both, and maybe she might change her mind.
It's funny that you just said party. A girl, when I was in high school, so I think I was maybe in 9th grade, paid me to go to a party with her and act like we were talking.
You were dinner for schmucks in real life?
Oh, I guess so. I was.
You're so Steve Carell in Dinner for
am.
Schmucks.
Oh my God.
Where do you keep your taxidermied rats, brother?
You're an idiot.
Dude, it was weird. She was like,
How much?
Oh, dude, I think it was a bag of weed.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's the
Literally,
value
they were
of
like,
Rocky.
get the schmucks high and let's watch them fucking be stupid.
It wasn't even like that. She wanted to, I think she wanted to make an ex-boyfriend jealous, and she wanted to show up with a guy. And I went there, and it was cool, and I knew a lot of people there. It was fine. I would have gone to the party anyways.
And you just had to act like you were on a date with her or her boyfriend?
We were talking.
Okay.
Like, I think maybe he was talking to someone else, and like she just didn't want to show up solo or whatever, so she
wanted to be that guy, that girl.
I'm pretty sure. I don't think I got all the details. I was just like, "Fuck it, let's go." And and also I was totally under the understanding that if he like wanted her back or something like that, I wasn't gonna fight for
right.
I'd be like, "Yeah, you guys go together. You deserve her. Blah blah blah. Be happy." But I don't care. I don't even know what the fuck happened last night. Actually, I think me and my friend Max got drunk and went skateboarding.
Of course.
I think we left.
I don't know how I would respond in that scenario.
If like if your ex showed up to a party and like paid a friend, did you know were you friends with both parties?
No.
Okay. So it wasn't like she, like if Sam and John broke up and then Sam paid you or me or whatever to go to a fucking similar function, it wasn't like you guys were friends and close. Yeah, that would be the fucking worst, right? Yeah,
that would be weird. I've
had that situation. That happened to me 3 years ago.
What?
I split up with a girl, and then I went to an event, and
your knees were rubbing. Oh,
I didn't know. I thought that was the table.
No, I'm sorry.
So
go ahead.
Smooth and silky, but
we were rubbing knees.
I showed up to an event after I had split up with a girl, and I had only dated her, a handful of months. It was nothing serious. She, I think, in her head thought it was way more serious, but I just ended up having to call it off. And then I go to an event literally a month later. And it was an event where a bunch of friends were at. It was like the events, Rocky.
Yeah.
Like mutual friends get together, and she shows up with another guy who's pretty tight with me at the time, and I wasn't mad, and I showed up with somebody else too, so full disclosure, but it wasn't somebody that she knew, that we didn't all know each other.
That does create weird.
It was just weird. The vibe was weird, and the whole thing was weird. And I was on like a first date with this other girl I was with, and so just made for a weird vibe the entire fucking night.
Yeah, it kind of just ruins the whole purpose of trying to have a good time at the thing.
See, I don't know how. I can't imagine. Like, I bet. See, I guess it would depend on who the person was and how much you liked her at the time, and also how the hell you guys broke up. There were I'm wondering if I would be like, good, fuck off, or now I want her. Now that I can't have her, I want her.
Right.
If it was like amicable or like just like because of unfortunate circumstances, like you broke up, then maybe try to see if there's still feelings there. And
just recently, well, I guess not recently. I mean, it was over a fucking year ago now.
Okay, recent enough. Okay,
Sorry.
That burp was right now. Live on camera.
Wow.
And air. In the air. It's fucking garlic beer crazy.
I'm sorry.
I can't smell it. I'm fucking with you.
Oh, okay. I was going to say it should have been salsa or whatever I had at 2J's.
It smells like a tit toot.
Yeah. Oh,
Call back.
Wow. That was a good one, actually. But yeah, I mean, not to. So I ended a relationship. It was pretty, down the line. Neither one of us really wanted to be with each other.
Right.
And then so I guess just a couple of months ago, a very good friend of mine, and so I was in that relationship for about 4 years. But I guess just a few months ago, one of my very good friends that we all know, he hit me up and he goes, "Hey man, this is it's a little weird." Because again, like we're buds, we hang out.
Right.
And he goes, "So is it okay if me and blah 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 start talking?"
Right.
And I was like, go ahead. I really swear to God, don't care. Didn't care. And I'm madly in love now.
Of course. Right.
So
You're fully past
I've
that.
moved on. I don't think that she's got any qualms or anything like that. It's not a big deal. If I saw her like at the mall or something like that, I'd be like, hi. But it was, I gotta say, like
So they got together, or at least they went out?
I thought they were gonna. I don't know what the fuck he would.
But it didn't pan out. They're not together today.
No. I don't know what happened actually, but
on the inside, we weren't like no,
not
probably not. Especially if you're
even.
moved on. If you're moved on, like that night that I ran into that ex, I was with somebody. It was just a date. We weren't really together yet, but I was still like I'm here with somebody, so I kind of let it go. But also it was like it definitely was awkward when we all saw each other in the lobby. And
I always think it's weird when people are like, would you kill your ex for $1 million? Like those like things are like, I hate my ex. And I'm like, you're a fucking loser.
I would kill a lot of people for $1 million.
Well, yeah, but like,
Yeah,
I don't sit around and think like about shit about my ex.
Oh,
like,
no, yeah, we've been over that.
It's done. It's
No,
gone.
yeah, we've talked about that. All my exes are infectious. And I just let them go.
I think that's so not pathetic. I mean, some people have kids and stuff, and different scars.
Yeah.
It's what you can't see. It's what's on the inside. But that dude, I mean,
my man.
I did know that. Like, I know something about this guy. He's a good buddy of mine, and one thing I know about him is he's got a ding dong. He's got a wang doodle.
Okay, we're talking big wiener.
So
Paul
he
now.
would have left Sister all agape. And that was the only thing I was like, hey, I hope she's in for it.
Okay.
Him, his wang, us, and everyone else, we're all going down in a fiery blaze of glory anyway.
Oh my God!
Well, on that sad
so it
note,
just does
I think we should take a break.
Not matter.
Let's try to cheer John up on this break.
We're gonna try to. I know what it's gonna take. It's gonna take weed.
Okay.
All right, we'll be back. We might play a song. We might play a fucking, I don't know. We might play an internet clip. We might just have me doing 30 push-ups. Who knows?
He does 30 push-ups.
I owe
We
you
got to
30.
record that.
Shit.
He reminded us. Thank you, Rock.
That's right.
I did.
Boom.
We have a little challenge here. Every time that John eats a healthy thing, I have to do 10 push-ups. And
John
he's-
ate a piece of lettuce, a tomato, and coleslaw.
I was going to say cabbage. Yeah, coleslaw.
cabbage coleslaw. Yeah, coleslaw soaked in mayo.
Next time
So
I'm gonna need
healthy.
like a lot. I'm gonna need some effort.
He ate all the coleslaw. I'll give you that. And the fact that he ate a tomato, I feel like is a giant step. He always throws them off and gives them to me. He does not fuck with tomatoes.
You don't
and
like you don't like pickles, onions. You don't like any of that stuff.
No.
No,
I
No.
thought-
just
wow.
meat,
Onions.
cheese.
Onions are okay.
Just meat, cheese, bread, like pizza burgers.
He ate lettuce on his sandwich, right?
Yeah,
He just
yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
like tomatoes.
What's your favorite food?
Probably cheesesteaks or
I knew it.
or pork chops.
Pork chop's a good one.
You're a true Philly boy. All right, we'll be back in just a little. We're gonna be back. God damn, could I be
All of the
more
above.
weird today?
All of the above.
We'll be back. I don't know. Maybe we'll see.
Maybe we will, maybe we won't.
We'll be on it right back. All right, I gotta do my push-ups.
Rocky's gonna pay off a not a bet, but an agreement that was made.
Because I eat my vegetables, he has to do 10 push-ups for every, I don't know, set of vegetables I eat.
Yeah, like every healthy thing John eats has been decided.
I ate 4 healthy things.
John's good in 2 days. 4 healthy things.
I feel like I have a better chance at doing 4 sets of 10 than just 40.
No, yeah.
Okay.
No, he's not gonna
so
do
we're not
40
gonna
in a row.
we're not gonna force 40 all at once.
Can you do 40 in a row? Hell no.
John's got way less weight to
How many
push.
40? He said he's doing sit-ups.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Not today, but
Why not today? We're out here recording. Not today.
because
Yesterday.
we agreed upon this now. So from here on out,
John, go eat healthy.
God damn it. We'll get a video of me doing cities. It's fine.
I'll get back on
I'm
it.
calling them cities, by the way.
That's good, though.
All right, look, Rocky's in the what they call the prone position, the lean to rest, if you will. I'm going to get some side shot here. 1. Oh, we're counting them off. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Keep counting them, John.
14,
John had
15,
16 guessed. I had 17.
18.
He surpassed both.
19.
20. 21. He's almost he's over halfway done.
22, 23. He's half-assing a little bit now. 24.
That's fine. His hat bill's touching. He's wiggling, but he's getting it done.
5 shaky.
There you go. He's 15 shy. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Pathetic.
It's better than I anticipated out of you. So
I legit used to be able to do that like
just busting him out
as long as I wanted.
Your ass was a little raised.
Was it?
a little bit. It got more raisy at the end, but that's fine.
So I owe you
We're not
15.
gonna 15. So we'll pay those off.
We'll get them done.
Here you go. Draki's gonna catch his breath, drink some beer. We'll
Yeah.
go back.
Poop.
All right, we're back for round 2.
He's got to do the other 15
Rocky
rounds.
owes us 15 more.
Noodle arms here.
All right, noodle arms. He took a slight rest. It was not long, folks. Leela's gonna help him.
5.
Thank you. I was like,
6,
somebody count them.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
There it is.
15.
40 push-ups, bro. 40
Nice.
push-ups. Banged them out. Good job.
You can
Good
hear
job.
me. You can hear me when I start counting them. I'm flying through 5, 6, 7,
Yeah,
8,
the count slows.
9.
Hey, 40 push-ups later.
Yeah.
Let's see them guns. PBR guns, baby.
Pow!
beside me saying, Mister, can I please just leave me be. I don't understand your actions, but if I add your subtractions, then I might just understand what you believe. So let go! Right now. Understand myself, where I come from, where I've been, and all the cards that I've been dealt. So why did you stab me in the back through my chest? My heart fell out. Until the day you die, you'll just know how the fuck I feel. Right by now.
Not the same with the bottle. So what did we
Anticlimactic.
what do we know? What do we
On
do
both
during the break there? Did I do push-ups or
You did.
did I? Did we all jizz
you?
on a cracker and make John eat it?
No. Well, if he's eating it, no, still no. Gross.
It wouldn't
I'm-
matter.
I'm
It's a
doing-
dreary existence on this flat earth.
Emo
And when you
John.
fall off the edge, you just figure out how the depths of the darkness is, and
You
What?
probably just wake up the next day in Palm Springs.
And so you think there's an edge of the earth?
yes.
Yeah, look at the horizon. It ain't curved.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You could tell.
Y'all are crazy.
Earth is a dome.
So to the uninitiated, this is what's going on. Oh, we already said every time John eats a healthy,
Yeah.
I do push-ups.
A healthy.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to eat more healthy.
What are you gonna
So
do
I can encourage him.
to get in on this? We need you to do something that you don't want to do.
Oh, God.
What do you not like doing?
Also push-ups. But I
As
don't
long
do
as it's
that.
good for you, though, right?
It's got to be good
Well,
for
yeah,
me?
yeah.
What? Oh, no, it's something I don't like doing. What if it's bad for me? Eating chocolate.
Oh God.
I know, right? We could just
Doesn't have to be good for me, right? There you go.
just play this fucking mind game.
Drinking beers.
You want to get in on the push-ups?
Not necessarily. Are we
No?
recording video, guys?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I couldn't see the red light. Just making sure.
You can't see it?
Just looking out,
can't
man.
see
Just
it?
looking out. We don't
Are
have
we
our light
recording
on,
audio?
though.
We don't have our.
Is that what I said? Are we recording audio while I look at the camera? Stupid. Are we recording audio, guys? The camera's not on. That gets audio, right?
The light is not on, is what it is.
That's what it is.
I
now
knew
I can see
something-
the light on the camera.
Something
oddly
felt
enough.
off.
Yeah,
I was like,
it
what
was
is
the
going
light.
on?
The
Yeah.
light. The
That's-
lamp.
It's like we've never podcasted before.
Some days are just harder than others, man.
It's
Some
a lot of
days
things
you just
to
want
turn on.
float down a river of sadness and poop on an elf.
Right off the edge of the
You're
earth.
getting
man.
it now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is that what?
You're coming to John's dark side.
You're finally starting to
The
understand.
dark side. You guys
Join
want-
me.
Oh Jesus! You fucking scared me.
Wow. Yes, let the Manson flow through you.
I was so surprised that he let me straighten his fucking hair.
He doesn't care.
I have never straightened my hair ever before. So
No, I can tell. But you do have. He's
Taking hair
got
for granted. You're taking
a
it for
lot
granted.
of hair.
Yeah.
You have a lot.
That was Rocky's first reaction. He starts to go to straighten it, and he's like, "Holy shit, you got a lot of hair, bro."
There's a lot of hair there, and honestly, it I mean, it's smooth and luscious. I thought it was going to
Especially
be.
now
I don't know
it's
what I was
shiny.
expecting.
Shiny with the straightener.
So
Sheen.
you are getting all of your nutrients, even though you barely eat anything and you smoke cigarettes all day and drink beer and
Getting lots of keratin.
Never
through your
drink water.
cigarettes.
I get dehydrated at work because I start sweating like crazy, you know. So no matter how much I drink during, the day.
But that's why you got to replenish it through the day because you're sweating it
Yeah,
all
but
out.
by the time I get off, maybe 2 hours later, it starts to equal itself out, I guess.
You can tell because the piss goes from orange to normal.
that's what
From, like, dark,
started
dark-
all this.
yeah.
Dark yellow to...
Ugh.
John freaked me out. He goes, my pee is always orange, and he goes, sometimes it hurts.
Oh, that's whoa.
Like when it comes out, it's like burning him, stinging him.
Ooh.
Yeah,
That's
and I was
another
like,
issue altogether.
Well,
we
I
talked
think
about
it's
AIDS
just
already.
I think it's the look. I even got some water right here,
And,
staying
and
nice
it's in like
hydrated.
7 directions.
Oh Jesus! Would you blow a load every time before you pee?
I put a little mini sprinkler system on my penis.
I asked.
Just a nozzle at
Got
the
a
end.
three-way nozzle on that bitch.
I asked on my personal page, like, what would you do? What would you
That's
do?
how he comes on his girl. Sorry.
I asked, what would you do if you woke up with no tattoos or piercings? And my friend Jake, that does a lot of my tattoos, he goes, I'd pee correctly again. And I was like,
Oh
wow,
my
that's hilarious.
God,
He has the old Joe Exotic.
Yeah, for me, nothing would change. I wake up with no piercings or tattoos, and it's a Monday through Friday.
I said what I think a lot of people said. I'd just start
Sto-
over.
Everybody said start over.
And I would start over and I would just do it way better this time. I wouldn't make the same mistakes I made as an 18-year-old idiot.
See, I have like one cover up.
I mean, what do you think like the frequency is of people who are getting tattoos versus people who regret getting them? I don't feel like there's that many, or like maybe 10 to 20%.
I don't hear too
No, a
often
lot
people
of
saying, I regret getting tattoos. I hear a lot more of, I regret this tattoo or a specific one, a name. It's mostly names.
Yeah.
X's names or some shit.
If you're super impulsive anyways, and you're the type of person to get tattoos, piercings, whatever, then I'm not surprised that so often people pick the wrong one.
See, that was me when I was younger. I was like, I got the money and I got the time right now. Boom, let's get it done.
Both of you have tattoos you regret, right?
No, I mean, I have a cover up on my leg. It used to say a day to remember, but it said A.
And then you forgot.
You don't regret any tattoos.
Are you talking about the one that's inside of my mouth, John?
The one
that-
as he points to his mouth.
the one that I
feverishly.
I don't even count that one. Like,
But so he must regret it. He doesn't count it.
Yeah.
it's pretty
So
stupid.
enough said. Yeah.
I got
Boom.
an ex-girlfriend's name
See?
tattooed
I wasn't gonna get
inside of my mouth.
specific on Rocky, but yeah, I said it's mostly names. Yeah.
Yeah,
Most
I'm
of the
an
time, X's
idiot.
names.
Um,
But at
but
least
I
you
mean-
didn't put it. I mean, where you put it is in a very
So, dude,
never
check-
seen spot.
What's the one you regret, Coleman?
Just like I don't have like any woman's name or anything like that. Just dumb like shit off of a wall or shit that with a shitty artist or just like there's numerous of those. I had hookups, and the guy was fucking half-assed at tattooing.
Oh, that's
and I
the
have
worst when you
just
get a
bad
cheap
art on
tattoo.
me.
You get what you pay for.
Exactly.
Dude,
Exactly.
for the record, though, I got this thinking that it would go away in like 3 months because that's what they told me.
It does.
Everybody
I don't know about 3 months, but they don't tend to last as
So,
long.
and then-
how long's it been there?
It's been there since I was 23.
Okay, 10 years.
10 years.
A hot
Because, like,
decade.
well, don't they say like if you were to get a tattoo on the inside of your hand,
Yeah.
it would go away?
Yeah,
right.
well,
your fingers,
So
elbows.
I was with 2 other people, another couple. Like it was 2 couples that went and all did this because we're fucking super smart people. And so there was another couple, and they're both. Everybody else's is gone.
Really?
Everybody else that got tattooed that
Wow.
day, it immediately just comes out. It just bleeds out. Your mouth's always wet. And I get punched in the face more than any of these people. So I thought for sure it was going to be
it's holding
gone.
strong. They drop that ink in you deep.
Yeah, they do.
so
This isn't
deep.
charging.
Dropping
So we'll
deep,
get to
Rock.
the one news story that I did want to get to. I just thought it was kind of bullshit. There's a Montana man that was accused of over 60 child sex abuse crimes. He got a 1-year sentence.
What?
1 year. This
how does
is
that
in
happen?
Great Falls, Montana. A man who was initially charged with more than 60 counts of child sex abuse received a deferred 1-year sentence after agreeing to a plea deal. Yes.
So wait, like that's. I guess he was only convicted maybe of 1 or
I'm
something.
looking. He
Right.
took a plea deal. He was originally convicted of 60 counts, and I guess he took. No, it's saying right here. There is I don't want to read all this out loud.
He must have been found not guilty of
like 58 of them or something, right?
No, man, he took a fucking plea deal.
Yeah,
that's
so
what a plea deal
what they did is they, instead of charging him with the full 60, they made it like, oh, we're going to call it 20 and we're going to lessen it to this, and you just do this and pay
and
this
you
fine
apologize
and blah, blah,
to
blah.
15, so that's
Right,
good.
Right. You write this letter and you pay this restitution for this, and probably house arrest and shit.
This dude is a fucking creep. Obviously, I don't think I'm going out on a ledge there, but this dude, he is got all kinds of shit wrong with him. You can check this out. It's over on What's the Fuss podcast on the Facebook. If you just look us up, there's a lot to this story, but it's pretty crazy. But I was talking to somebody else. My shit's gonna die. I don't really care though. I don't know.
I thought it's still plugged into the wall. Let me switch. How's
Maybe
that?
the wall
Does that
outlet
help?
is broken.
Yeah, maybe your
Boom.
fuse is out.
The studio is
I
falling
replugged it in. You
apart.
got nothing.
I have no idea. I'll check it out. But yeah, I was talking to somebody about this earlier, and
so wait, where was this?
This was in Great Falls, Montana.
Yeah.
But yeah, so many people on the original Facebook post that I got this from. So many people were like, "I used to be a corrections officer. There's no way this guy's going to make it a year in jail."
Right.
There's so many, like, even if he gets in protective custody or whatever, he was like, "Someone's going to get to this guy and kill him."
For sure. I feel like that's probably a definite, and it's so high profile, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about it here in Florida.
Yeah.
They have to know about it wherever he goes to prison.
Yeah, a lot of people know about this case, but also I think it's fucking pathetic that this has to go to like like not street justice because they're in prison, but like this has to be like done by like the courts have failed.
Oh, for sure. There should never have been a plea bargain with a year on the table. Like,
yeah, this is absolutely insane. This is the system failing.
Yeah, the system's broken. That's kind of what everybody's fighting about right now in the world or in the country. And
Maybe
that's
this
part
guy's
of it
got
being
a good
broken.
lawyer, but you should not have
matter.
enough of a good lawyer to get you a year for the. Oh, look at how sad John is.
Just give him the electric chair because we're all going to deal with an impending doom at some point anyway.
The electric chair. I don't know if I'm a fan of that.
Yeah,
I like an old firing squad.
A little zappy zap, you don't like that?
Old Sparky, they call it.
Little zappy zap.
Yeah, that was
you don't
the one
like
in-
that?
You know how a firing squad works?
Yeah.
Like, there's, 10 gunmen or whatever, and
Yeah.
only one of them has a live bullet.
Oh, I thought
you know
only
that?
one of them had a fake bullet.
No, only one of them has a live bullet, and then that way it's so that person doesn't know they killed someone. All of them assume, but the actual killer can tell himself in his head.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the person who actually has the real bullet does not know it. Nobody does.
That sounds like a game.
No, well, it's so that way the person who actually pulled the trigger that killed the guy can tell himself or herself, I had a blank. It wasn't
I
me. It was
wouldn't
him.
give a
It was
fuck.
his gun. It was his gun.
I
It wasn't mine.
bet you, though, that they were making like side bets of like,
I didn't know that. I
who's going to
thought-
have the live bullet?
Well,
you know,
maybe
like,
short straws or something, right?
Yeah.
I thought it was literally like 10 guys, 10 bullets, or 10
20
guns,
20
whatever
bucks
it was.
on inmate 6.
Yeah, 21 guns or something.
Am I
don't
a
know.
psychopath that like I would be okay with that?
What? Oh, with being the gunman
Yeah.
of the firing
If they
squad?
were
If
like-
you sign up to do it, it's being the executioner. It's if you're the doctor injecting
That's
the
kinda
shit
what
into
I'm
your
getting
veins,
at.
you're the killer.
Yeah.
Like, they have to deal with it. Why not the firing squad people, right?
Yeah.
I
don't apply
know.
for the job if you can't handle it.
Yeah.
You
True,
know?
true.
Like why did you what did one of your brother-in-law get you this job or something like that? What the fuck, man? You're on the execution squad. You're not cool with that?
Right, yeah.
You know?
You weren't a hard ass coming into this? You should come into it with like a history of maybe military background or, where you saw some shit,
If
quote
they just
unquote. If you're going to be
listen to
killing
Marilyn
folks.
Manson for 2 months, they will be numb to
like
emotion.
that fight song. That's a good one.
That
That'd
is a
be
good one.
If there was any song to kill someone to, it might be
Fight song's a good one.
Fight Song from Marilyn Manson. Antichrist Superstars are good. Just this I know the album,
Right, but
the
there's
song,
a song as well,
yeah,
right?
That's not a bad choice.
yeah. What's your favorite song off that album?
From the one on my shirt?
Yeah,
I don't even know.
they're all so good, right?
All of them, bro. All of them.
No,
Man, I'm just
no.
I'd celebrate the entire collection.
What was their big cover they did? The Eurythmics. What was this?
Oh, Sweet Dreams.
Sweet Dreams. Yeah, that was an awesome song. It's not my favorite.
That's better than the original to me. That cover that he does.
It's just a little darker, yeah, but I like that it's a little
little
heavier
darker.
and harder. No, that song's dark to begin with. Yeah. But the Eurythmics version is very dark.
Yeah,
For an
yeah.
80s pop song, is very dark.
Yeah, it's so weird though. Like the music video, it's like they're like I know it's the 80s and everything's supposed to be robotic, but she's like sweet dreams are made of things.
And she's got that the look, like her hair's obviously
Straight
different,
fucking
but she's got
David
the
Bowie.
look of like a one of those dancing girls from the Addicted to Love. What is the Addicted to Love guy?
I don't know.
Mine
This
as well.
Robert Palmer. She has the look of a Robert Palmer background model.
Are you saying that lady looks like Robert Palmer?
No, background model.
I could use an Arnold Palmer right now. That would be delicious.
With some actual vodka in it.
It's amazing how
Some
certain
vodka.
people, like in other parts of the country, don't even know what an Arnold Palmer is.
What?
Or an Arnie.
Really?
An
Yeah.
Arnie Palmy?
People don't know. Like,
Is that a Florida thing?
I don't think it's as.
I think it started off
nationwide.
obviously as a golf thing, but like, I mean, it's good. I mean, so how many people have, lemonade and tea? Like I feel like both of those are super common here in the South.
Right? It's a great mix.
Oh, maybe
too.
it's because it's
perfect
in the
natural thing.
You think it's a southern northern thing? I don't know.
I don't know.
Did you
People
have
drink
Arnie
tea.
Palmies up there in Philly?
No. I heard about him when I came down here.
Well, I had already lived
But
down
it was
here.
the same thing like for Twisted Tea. Nobody had heard about Twisted Tea down
I
here
feel like
when I came
that's
here.
when it kind of came out and went
But then
mainstream.
all of
though.
a sudden,
right?
it started getting down here, and I was like, "You've never heard of Twisted Tea? Well, like, what the fuck?
What's a Twisted Tweet?
Twisted Tweet.
What is it? I don't even know what that
I'm
is.
gonna tweet about
I know
that
that
one.
you can buy them in the store, but it's just booze.
Yeah, it's like a hard lemonade.
Yeah,
but
it's like Mike's Hard Lemonade, but it's fucking tea. It's gross.
it's better.
It's shit. It's sugary, high fructose corn syrup. What is a fucking seltzer? Not seltzer, but what is the shit that they make Zima out of?
Not seltzer water, not like
No, it's not
carbonated
seltzer,
water.
but it's I can't remember what category it falls into, but it's not beer. It's a weird alcohol. But it's garbage. The Twisted Tea and the Zimas and all that shit. It's all part of the same category of drinks.
Do you remember tequila?
Yep, I do.
Ugh.
That was garbage too.
So bad.
Put a
Dude,
lime in it. It's good.
You know what my mom used to?
No, it's not.
My mom used to drink fucking Boone's Farm.
I remember Boone's Farm. That was like a super sweet shit wine or something,
God,
right?
it was just cheap wine. I mean,
Yeah.
I have not seen it in years. Pardon me.
Oh my god!
It's like Mad
Burping
Dog.
on the mic like fucking
just
Opie and Anthony.
thinking about it is getting Rocky gas.
I'm getting
Yeah, right.
gaseous just thinking of the bad wine. But yeah, dude, it was it was probably like 7-Eleven wine or something that was comparable, and it was this kind of rosé shit. These what are they called? Summer
See?
things. It's like a
Wine cooler.
wine cooler.
A spritzer.
Yeah,
A
that's pretty much
spritzer
what it
now.
was.
Right.
It was like a wine cooler, and then she would fucking pour Diet Pepsi in that shit.
What?
Yeah,
That is no.
my mom
party foul.
there'd be fucking over ice, some Boone's Farm, and
Nah.
a splash of Diet Pepsi.
And see, Boone's Farm was like fruit flavored wine. It wasn't
Yeah.
just straightforward wine. But
like
they
a
had like
fucking
peach. They had
sangria.
whatever. Yeah, sangria, whatever. They had all these flavors. Oh, to mix it with
Nah.
Pepsi.
Nope.
It was bad.
The word I was grasping at straws was malt liquor. That's
Malt liquor.
That's that shit. It's like fake shitty ass beer made of pure malt,
Dude.
and it's disgusting. It's the Twisted Tea. I think it was probably Tequiza was the same. Zima is that shit. That's
Well,
just
like
all garbage. Mad
malt's
Dog
like
was
love
the
it
same.
or hate it because some people. What's that Spanish soda like Malta?
Yeah,
people
Malta.
love that.
Oh, yeah,
but then
dude.
people cannot stand it.
I don't think that's
like
a malt thing though. I just think that happens to be the name. I don't think it has anything to do with malt.
No.
Yeah, but I don't like that, and I'm
Who
not a
knows?
huge fan of malt stuff either. Generally, so
My girlfriend's family is half Puerto Rican, half Italian, but the Puerto Rican side loves that stuff. And I took one sip. I was like, "Meh, I'm over this. I was like, give me a fucking PBR.
I can't drink that
it's-
Inca
it-
Cola, like all those.
It's
like,
an acquired
foreign
taste.
colas. I can't drink them.
A friend of mine got really drunk in 8th grade off malt liquor, oldies
Yep.
and
OE. Yep. Mad Dog 2020 was big when I was young, dude. It was fruit flavored. It was like
What
I
are
think
the
the hip hop
211s?
culture was picking it up on
Yeah.
it. Oh, you're thinking Steel Reserve
Steel
411.
Reserve.
What is it?
It was a
It's
211.
Oh,
That's
Steel
it.
Reserve is fucking
They
gross.
Just
used to
trash
call it
beer.
hobo juice. Well,
Yeah.
my friends and I, thinking we were fucking cool or something, I really don't know why the hell we would ever do this. But we would we would have, older people like buy us beers and stuff, and we'd be
Right.
like, get us a bunch of Steel Reserve because it packed the punch. And so instead of just getting a
high
bottle of
gravity.
whiskey or something,
What is high gravity?
we would fucking pound this crap. And it was, oh, dude, I want to throw up just thinking about it.
I would
It's so
get in the gaggers.
nasty.
Of the two, I would much rather have Old English for sure.
Oh, Old
I mean,
dude, they're not even comparable.
and the bottles were huge.
I've never tried a Steel Reserve or any of that weird gross shit. Never really tried it, so I don't know. I can't compare it. But I've
my
had
God.
plenty of OE and Mad Dog and like all those what was the Mickey's and all the malt liquor, the
Do
old
we,
beer
do we
style malt
force feed
liquors.
Coleman to try all the shitty beers?
Dude, you know what's funny is
I'll try it. We can do it.
I actually had a 40 of Old English not too long ago that Berto got for me from brought it from like Georgia or something like
Georgia?
that,
Yeah,
Tennessee, wherever the fuck he went. And there was a 40 in the back of my truck, and one night I drank it like fucking around. And it was really bad. Yeah, it was so
Hated yourself,
bad.
I'm sure.
But 211. Okay, so have you ever like left a beer somewhere for like literally days and like poured it out and there's like lumps in it and like
No.
like fungus stuff, like grody? Okay, that is
no. You don't leave that out for a few days.
Sounds
That's
bad.
That sounds like months.
I've like cleaned up after like I've gone out. You come in after the weekend or something
it's
like that. and,
open.
like,
It's,
yeah.
Okay, I thought you meant it's closed and you just leave it out. I'm like, how old's that? Do you mean okay? It's open and been sitting there.
Yeah,
Gotcha. And it gets
just like
disgusting.
it gets all like
It gets like a layer of mold on top
goopy.
and shit.
Yeah,
It's fucking gross.
that goop. That's 211.
Oh, that's the high gravity.
Yeah, that's what that is.
So like we put it under high gravity. It makes it lumpy, and we strain out the lumps and give them to you.
strain out the lumps.
Strain
That's
out
what
the
you do.
lumps.
That's pretty much what it is.
Oh, yeah.
So it is unacceptable, and I don't know why the fuck we were doing that. Whoever the hell let us do that? Like, who the fuck goes in and buys children a bunch of 211?
That's what you did. You got somebody to buy them for you.
Yeah, we would do it all
It's
the time.
because you don't fucking care. The one
Yeah.
day you threw up on our show, you guys had a chug off.
We
you
bring
two,
that up a lot.
and you threw the fuck up because you
feel
wanted
like
to grab a beer from the truck bed that's been sitting in the
And then
Florida
cooled it
sun.
off.
is that what
yeah.
I did?
You said it had been in not your bed, but it was in your car or some shit for a long time, and you pulled it out of the car and had it in the fridge, and then that was what we had to
Yeah,
chug
you
on.
took it out of from the truck to the refrigerator, so
Yeah.
you wanted to get it a little colder.
And
but yeah, you're
so it was
that's-
skunked probably.
You
for
just
sure.
don't care. So
That's what he had to chug with, so that's what we chugged
You
with.
just throw everything down your gullet, like fuck it.
Why the fuck did I do that, man?
Caution to the wind.
I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds like something I would do. I remember one time I was coming home from work and I was working out in Sanford and I was coming back home and there was just crazy fucking traffic. And one time I had to slam on the fucking brakes and a beer rolled out from the passenger seat. A beer rolled out perfectly, went up the thing and came down. And I gave it a look.
It had a spotlight on it, and the angels went.
Well,
and you were like, "Fuck yeah,
it-
perfect
it
time."
had
Shaking
just-
up hot beer. Yeah.
It had just gotten dark, so it gets so fucking hot in Florida in the summer, 105 sometimes.
You open the beer can and it's boiling in there.
Dude, I was like, I mean, it was definitely hot, but it had been under this. I don't know what the fuck my reasoning was.
It's like a soup at that point.
Oh,
Oh,
dude.
buddy.
It's
So,
like, what does it
It's a
turn
burner.
into?
I fucking take a nice big swig of it and immediately throw up all over myself and my steering wheel
Like right away.
Oh God. The hot
Dude,
bubbles probably did it
just-
immediately.
all over my work clothes, all over my seat, all over the steering wheel.
Fuck.
Just puked. Just nasty fucking puked.
I've luckily never puked like in a car like that. Knock on wood.
Oh, dude, I remember
It's
one
only
time.
happened once.
I've done it another time. I remember I was flying down I-4 one time, and I took a sip of beer, and like it just didn't hit right. And I was driving, and I shouldn't have been drinking and driving. I eventually
Allegedly.
did 2 years probation for this. I did, I went to jail and stuff for this. I learned my lesson.
Okay.
This is a long, long time ago. And I was fucking
and
flying
an
down the road.
I-4 far, far away.
Yeah, I was flying down the road, took a sip of beer, and I mean, just projectile vomited out the window.
God damn it. At least you got it out.
Most of it,
right.
Most of it. It's all.
Out the window. I've never done because I already know it's
So
going to get on the
gnarly.
fucking car.
Really? You puked like in a car, not but like in a bag or something, right? Not all over
It
yourself
was-
in the car.
Well, I had I had like two shirts on, like kind of how I have right now.
Yeah, you were a sad boy that day, too.
I was in the back seat of the car, not feeling good at all, and I start like taking the buttons down because it was like a button up. So I take off the button up shirt and then like put it on my lap, start puking in it, and then like kind of ball it up.
oh my
When-
God.
yeah.
He turned his shirt into a bum bindle and
That's some
puked in it.
fucking real man shit right there,
Buddy.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
I would have just done it out the window.
You made a little dumpling.
I don't know.
You made a little
it'll
pukey
really?
dumpling.
It'll be all over your car, but it's on the outside. And you just fucking hose that shit off and you're done.
Didn't it ooze out of the shirt?
Yeah. Ooze.
Oh, I think it may have a little bit.
The secret of
but
the
it wasn't a
ooze.
lot because after that I threw the shirt out the window.
Oh, I was gonna say it's not
okay.
a watertight
Okay.
seal. A
I thought
fucking
he like
t-shirt.
took it home and like dumped it and then washed the shirt and kept it. No, you just
just
lost it
ditched
all.
it.
I hope no one's eating, but luckily it was more chunky.
Dude,
Okay,
so fucking.
That's-
Worst kind
That's
of
the
soup
last I'll
ever.
mention about it.
Worst kind of soup ever. Campbell's chunky.
Way to be a
Giant
real
shirt.
man and fucking puke in the car and like a champ.
and own it like just right on the floor.
Were you driving?
No.
Okay.
No.
I was gonna say that's real man as fuck. You're like one hand taking your shirt off, balling it up.
Hell.
Meanwhile,
no.
steering and shit, and then you just fucking toss the whole thing. You're like,
No, not even
delicious. It was
not
better
even-
on the way up, actually.
Not even the day I threw up at the secret shows. Like, with the news junkie.
Yeah, right into a
I
bag.
threw up, and I left out of there suddenly.
Uh-huh.
I didn't even throw up
You're a
after
secret
that.
puker.
Not
you
really.
You like to get away.
Oh, there's
Well,
been some
he's
like
an escape puker.
like
He pukes and then bails. He's a puking bailer.
under pillows, inside closets. You watch out for me, buddy.
Gross.
No, I don't do that.
gross.
I don't do that.
In John's room, you don't find a cum sock. You find a puke pillow.
Ew, that is fucking
If I was at your
nasty.
party, it was me. You got me.
Wow,
that's fucking gross.
That was a revelation, folks.
There are people that do that shit. Where
What?
they like hide their
Yeah, and then they're
their-
too ashamed to say anything about it.
Yeah, and then you find out the next day if you have a party or an open house or something where you have a bunch of people over. You find out the next morning that somebody, they.
See,
John Mulaney has a fucking joke about that where they took a shit on some guy's computer.
Oh my god!
Yeah, well,
See,
the coach of the coach of the high school is a real asshole, and his kid had a party.
how does that accidentally happen, or how does that?
they did it on purpose.
It was a
So
revenge thing.
you fucking have no respect for the person, or
Yeah,
you
they
completely
were.
hate them.
I vaguely remember the premise. I don't remember like how it went and all, but it was
probably
like,
a funny joke,
Very
too.
hilarious. It's Mulaney.
I love,
so it's very
I
funny.
love John. Wait, because he has a cartoon too, like kind of like F is for Family. We're talking about with
yeah.
Bill Burr. He has
Is that Big Mouth?
Big
Is
Mouth.
that, Big Mouth with him and Nick Kroll. I don't know if they're still doing that. Are they?
Yeah.
I think they just put out a new season. Like
Really?
within
It was
the last 6
hilarious.
months or something.
So funny, dude. I saw the first season.
I got through most of it and then just kind of fell off and never went back.
They have that hormone monster.
Yeah,
that they always got to watch.
That's voiced by one of my favorite comedians and actors, Jason Mantzoukas. Love that fucking guy.
I don't know who that is.
If I showed you him, you'd be like, "Oh, I've seen him on stuff." He's like a character actor. He's very recognizable. He's Greek, giant, like Greek black hair, afro,
Is he Greek?
big fucking,
from?
big black Greek beard, Greek body, and Italian legs.
Greek skin, Greek eyes.
Greek skin, but white people head. I don't know, just kidding. No.
Maybe want anchovies in my salad. I love some good, dude. I used to make so I used to work at this like really really nice restaurant, and making the Caesar salad was one. Or we would make the Caesar dressing, and we would
yeah,
put the
with
anchovy
anchovies.
paste in
Yeah.
there. Oh fuck, it was good.
See, yeah, I'm not an anchovy fan, but
No,
mixed in
I'm
things
not
like
an
that,
anchovy
it
fan.
lends
Who
a
the
good
fuck
flavor.
is?
It's good, right? Exactly.
Except for Ninja Turtle.
I'll eat lettuce on a burger, but fuck a salad. Fuck a salad.
I have salad. You won't do a salad in the last 4 minutes. If I make you a salad right now, you wouldn't eat it.
I don't care if you do
No,
the
he's not
push-ups or
gonna
not.
eat right now
Hell
anyway.
no.
You don't.
I'm going to throw up. We were just talking about throwing up and
You're
shit.
gonna throw up because you ate salad.
I may.
I want to make. We have 4 minutes left. I want to make you a salad, and I want to fucking.
I might yak. I swear, I'm telling
Is
you.
it because it's too healthy?
Yakety yak salad attack.
Do you have a mental block that tells you I don't like eating this? I shouldn't be eating.
No, because they like it on a burger. It's like a texture thing. I don't know.
Put salads on burgers.
That's strictly that.
It's a texture thing. He
feel
likes
like I'm
the
eating
texture
grass.
in addition to a burger, but he doesn't like a bowl full of that texture.
Yeah.
It's silly, but I get it.
I would probably eat grass if it was on a burger, but I wouldn't eat the grass by itself.
Okay.
Good to know.
That's what I think of lettuce.
Write that down.
There's the title of our show. It's a paragraph about grass.
John will eat grass.
Get
On
all
a burger,
grass.
and not
we
plain
make
grass.
him.
What if we put ranch on the grass?
Maybe.
All right.
I can't, dude.
Grass salad.
Dude,
Just
I
grass straight
cannot
up my
think.
ass.
I have fucking like salad in there and dressing so good. I can't imagine with some croutons that you wouldn't like it.
I do like croutons.
Oh my god.
Damn.
I do like croutons.
I do.
While you explain
some fucking
explain your mental break with why you can't eat some foods. This is going to take 4 seconds.
Lettuce?
Rocky's
Okay.
stepping off to make a salad.
What the fuck are? Oh
It's
my god!
it's a podcast salad.
I don't want to eat a salad.
It's fine. Rocky's gonna
it's-
make a salad and then eat a salad.
It's
fine.
what cow. That shit can be for cows or for rabbits. Whoever really wants to
You're
enjoy
right. That food, or for Rocky.
Caterpillars.
I'm telling you what's going to happen here, folks, is Rocky's making John a salad that John's not going to eat, and then, but conveniently, Rocky then has a delicious salad.
It's like a.
John will eat a crouton, probably.
It's like the. Oh yeah. I'll
See?
eat the
I knew it.
croutons.
I knew it. Yeah. He doesn't like
100%.
bread.
It's like Kevin from The Office. If you've seen The Office, where they make Kevin eat a piece of broccoli and he like starts spitting it out, he never swallows it.
Oh
He's like,
yeah. Yeah. I thought you were going to mention the Office chili spill. That's super fun. That's such a great scene. Such a
Because
great
chili
scene.
is amazing.
Rocky's not
Chili is
bullshitting. God, that was the quickest slam together salad I've ever seen.
That legit was so fast.
You got
I've been working
dressing
in
on-
restaurants forever.
Dressing on there too. What kind of dressing?
That's a red wine vinaigrette. It's really really good.
Is it
Really
spicy?
subtle. No,
No, it won't be spicy.
It's very subtle. So that's just there's some
John is
purple
eating a
cabbage
salad.
in there. There's also he's got a nice big
He's got a crouton to cover it up. There you go.
That's this
Oh,
10
he lost
this
his
is-
crouton. It's no good.
This will be 10 more push-ups, so you get this
Ooh,
down.
ooh, okay. We're looking at 40 push-ups. That was 10 for a
hold
later
on.
video.
That was all crouton, by the way, and one little tiny piece of lettuce.
It had a
You gotta
couple.
get some
It had
actual
some white
lettuce in
and
there.
green lettuce in
I like
there.
that you're crunching.
He hates it.
God, Emo John, he's
He
such a
got through
fucking.
the crouton and he hates the rest
I
of it.
do this with our teenager. And you're dressed just like her.
I'll do 10 more. Oh, thumb holes in the shirts and all. Oh, he took a big old. That was a big old one.
That
I
was a
can
big
vouch.
old lettucey bite.
I can vouch.
That's 10 more fucking.
The dressing's good though, huh?
He's gonna lettuce on the mic.
He's eating it off the mic.
It was all lettuce, yeah, dude. Okay. How are you feeling?
Healthy.
The dressing is helping a lot.
Yeah,
Dressing is very
that's
good,
pretty
I
much
can
the
imagine.
point of ranch. That's not ranch, but like
I kind of wish it was like in a pool, like kind of like cereal. I just eat like chunks of lettuce.
you
He
like
wants
red
that
wine.
pool at the
You like
bottom so
red?
you can-
Oh, dude, I
You
like
could
that.
just like eat it out of there.
Man, you know what? Then next time that you go to, and I hate to pimp the place because they get enough fucking press and they're not a great restaurant. Outback Steakhouse, every once in a while I go there for their prime rib and they have a salad there and they have this red wine vinaigrette. It's like mustard though. There's mustard in
Okay,
it. It's like
okay.
a little tiny, just a hint.
Right.
And
Do I have to eat the
for
whole
some
thing?
reason, it's like really good. It's the whole thing. It's one tiny
I have to
handful
eat it
of fucking
all.
salad. If you want me to, do
No,
some
that is not a tiny. All right.
all right.
John's gonna reluctantly trudge through this.
No, I'm
salad.
gonna eat like a bite more.
Okay,
Okay,
that's fine.
one more
Good job, John.
big girl bite, and
One
I'll
more.
do the push-ups.
Here comes the train. Open up the. Here comes the plane. Open up
It's
the
good-
hangar,
it's good-
Johnny.
Dude, it's so funny. Why do some people like not like nutrient? Like some people like they don't like I used to have a problem with it. Do you know what? I remember the day
Okay.
that I found out that I was going to start eating vegetables.
Okay.
I was in either the 4th or 5th grade.
All right. Long ago.
And I was at Badlands Skate Park. And there was a kid there, Stuart. I know him very well now. He's a great friend. I actually ended up growing up with him after this because I was so young. I would take my skateboard to the elementary school.
Okay.
And just go right across the road was Badlands Skate Park.
Okay.
Until my mom came pick me up later. So he had a bag of carrots and he was just munching on them.
All right.
And I was like, why are you eating like good stuff?
Yeah, right.
And then
There's chips, bro.
He looked at me like, I love this shit. Like, I like he had
Right.
broccoli and veggies and little things.
When you're a
whatever.
kid, it's whatever your parents kind of eat and
And
force upon
I-
you. That seems normal to you.
I know his parents now because I
Right.
did grow up with the kid. He was it was my aunt's best friend was his mom.
Okay.
So my cousin and he were the exact same age. They really grew up together.
Okay.
And then so that was my little cousin, grew up with him, and then Jake is my brother. That was his older brother.
Yep.
So
Okay.
we were just a generation older.
Okay.
I mean, there are
And
some
he
good
fed you
veggie platters.
a carrot, a raw carrot. out
Even
of a
though
bag.
he was younger than me, he
With a
was
bag of
cooler
carrots.
than me. He was cool, and he
Okay.
could
Okay.
fucking.
So you were like, oh, if cool
He
people
could-
eat carrots, I'll eat carrots.
This is what I
Carrot
remember.
was a euphemism at
Right.
the time.
in
Hey, let's go around this behind this dumpster and smoke some carrots, little boy.
in the fourth grade,
Pull out your nibbler.
I'm gonna unbuckle my pants and you're gonna try this carrot.
it got shaved down from an uglier one. I like that. I'll do it.
Shaved off all the brown
I'm
spots.
pretty sure that's what happened to my wiener. Is I think they cut too much off. When they get like a whole tree in a Looney Tunes cartoon,
Yeah.
and at the end of it, it's just a baseball bat.
They took a 5 or
I
a
think
6
that's
skin
kinda
off of
what
Rocky.
happened. Yeah, they got a fucking
Overdid it.
a super sharp blade there.
Shaky hands, Moyle.
But yeah, in 4th grade, that kid could ollie over a tennis net.
Okay.
And
so
that-
you thought this guy was super cool, and you were
he-
like, well, if he can do
He
it,
liked carrot. He could
There you
also
go.
he could drop in on the big half pipe. This is
Okay.
all. I mean, I was like, so carrots. This is my answer to everything.
right? This is the key. Right.
Literally.
I like that you
still
put that
don't
together.
wear glasses to this day. So carrots
I'm
must have
saying
been helping something.
That salad was a 3 out of 10.
Ooh, he ate a lot for a 3 out of 10. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I was about to say you nearly finished it. Then you're gonna complain about the meal. Fuck
No,
you, Karen.
just so I don't get any bullshit.
Yeah.
So that you keep doing what you need
show
to
the
do.
camera.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go.
he's a
I got
big
most
girl.
of it.
That's good enough to get your dessert.
All the
did-
croutons.
All
Yeah,
the croutons are gone.
Dude, this is the last thing we'll say, and then we'll get the fuck out of here, everybody. If a lot of people are, I don't know if you guys know about the Chuggers page or whatever. If you guys are into the WTFP group online, sometimes we do chugs on there, but we got that idea from the Chuggers. If you just look up Chuggers on Facebook.
There's a lot more people on that than I realized. We were hanging out downtown the other night. One of our bartender buddies was
and they
like-
notice you and shit.
Yeah, I saw him chug that day, and I go, "Hey, I didn't know you were on that group." And he goes, "You're in there?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I liked your fucking post." It was weird.
Richard, a guy that I had to get a new moderator for the site just because this guy's memes are so fucking offensive.
Yeah.
I had to literally take in more moderators.
Right.
Shout out to Eddie and fucking and Todd.
And if people want to join me, I'll be doing blood sacrifices for the next month.
On sad.com.
Trying to make ourselves eternal, and we're going to try to capture some vampires and convert them back to humans, where we transition and make ourselves the vampires.
I like how you said transition. Like that's a sex
I was
change
gonna
now.
say Richard just eats croutons and salad dressing with no salad, but that was way better, John.
Yeah.
Sweet dreams are made of these, baby.
Ding that shit.
Sorry.
I know, I was stuck
Get the
laughing.
fuck
I totally
outta
forgot.
here. That was awful.
I
Let's leave
am
on that.
sorry.
Dude, you're so
Who am I to disagree?
emo. Oh my god. This is my life.
Oh
now.
my
I
God.
like how you don't ding yourself, even
Worst
though
show ever.
you
Oh my
may
bad. I
have
always
deserved
forget.
it the most.
We are
can
going
It's a sad
do a
ding.
lot of
That's all you
dings
get.
today.
We're going down hard.
Yeah, that's
All
ooh,
right, John.
sorry.
Oh wow, John, you're going down hard.
To that guy's butthole.
Num, 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 num. Okay, to that guy's butthole. You saved it. At the
Speaking
end
of tossed
there.
salads,
All right, guys, we'll do one little fucking drinky poo here, and then you guys are gonna make me do some push-ups. I hear.
some more. You already paid off some. Now you're going to pay off the rest that John just earned on his salad.
Did I? Are
Yep.
we fucking pretending like I really did that during the break?
Okay, fuck it. No, we're gonna, fuck it. You're going to do all 40? I was trying to save you 10.
Dude, real
Now you're
quick,
up to 40.
predictions. How many do you think I can do in a row? I would be surprised if I get past 20.
I was going to say over under is probably 20. You saying 21 or 19?
To try
John?
to be exact, I would say 16.
Okay.
Yeah, I like 17 just because he's going to get to 16 and want to push one more out.
16.
Just 17 on spite
This is where we fuck up the timeline because it's going to be on the video portion of it anyway.
in the break.
We don't
Gonna
know.
be on the break.
We don't
So
know.
It already happened.
I know. We came back from break pretending we did it, so I was riding with that.
Okay. Did we?
Yeah, fuck
Okay,
it.
well, never mind. I did 54.
We're going to do it, and it's going to be on video. You'll see it. Enjoy it.
So many push-ups. All right, we out this mug, guys.